In this video, Ria is going to make some very simple coasters as a gift for one of our friends, and we're going to use this piece of walnut, which was an offcut from a sign commission that I made a few months back. Are you ready?
Yes.
So this piece measures 200 millimeters.
Yep.
So we could probably get 2 rows of coasters.
Yep.
Out of this piece, but it's also quite thick, 22 millimeters thick. So we might rip it in half as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Resaw it in half, I should say.
Make me a little footstool.
Yeah, that's on my to-do list, actually. Here's a block of wood.
Okay.
So we've set the fence to 10, haven't we? Yeah.
Okay. I don't like it.
We need to lower the blade guard. And then just push it through.
I am too scared.
All you have to do is with this hand push it against the fence and then just feed it with the other hand. Lay on you. Ready?
No.
Do you want me to get you started and then you take over?
No, I just want you to do it.
That went so bad, was it?
No. I definitely used a bandsaw at school and I was not afraid.
You're more brazen when you're young, aren't you?
Yeah.
This is 22 millimeters thick, so we want to set this to 11 millimeters.
I'll do
It should
that.
be this.
There?
Yeah. Let's check if our blade is square to the table.
Well, I can't when you move it. Keep still. Keith, keep still. Stop. Yeah, it's fine.
I did the resawing as Ria was a bit worried about getting so close to the blade. I used a push block to feed the board through and then swapped to a push stick for the final push.
So we can make 5.
5. So what we're going to do is create a little template and then we can draw around that and then cut them out. And for the template we're going to use Muduff.
Okay. You got rubber? Where did you get this from?
What, my snowman rubber?
Rubber?
I
Yes.
think it was a Christmas gift.
From
I was,
you?
well, I was a kid.
Oh. Okay.
I just found it, so I used it.
All right.
I'm just getting the skills out now.
I don't think you're
That's all right,
supposed to
innit?
do it like that, though, are you?
Yeah, don't matter.
Well, I know as long as you get the job done, but I'm sure
Perfect circle.
real people.
So now you've got to draw a point somewhere. Make sure you're bob on. Yeah.
Bob on.
That's what Martin says. It's got into my vocabulary.
Bob on.
Show us your hexagon. Nice.
Stop it.
Are they going to fit this time?
You better do. So how should I hold it so that I'm safe?
By this point, Ria had picked up a bit of confidence using the bandsaw, which was nice to see, and all of her cuts looked great. Next I clamped the hexagons together with them lined up as good as I could get them, and then we could work on sanding the edges flush. This seemed like a good idea at the time, but it's one that I actually regret, and we'll talk about that more at the end of the video. and Ria had a bit of kickback from the sander here. I think she wasn't quite holding the workpiece firmly enough, but no harm done, and she soon got the hang of it. Next we wanted to sand the faces of the coasters to remove the bandsaw blade marks, but Ria was a bit worried about her fingernails and fingertips, so I did that part. My fingers are always covered in cuts and scrapes anyway. And by the way, we didn't have a respirator or dust mask that Ria could wear here, but we did have the dust extraction and the air filter on, so the dust levels were really low, so nothing to worry about.
I'm chilly. Thank you.
We'd used the random orbit sander and a 120 grit disc to get the faces nice and smooth. I thought using a rubber mat to stop them sliding around would be a good idea, but then I found that holding the coasters to the sander was a little easier. Ria didn't want to do this either because, again, fingernails, but she did ease over all of the sharp edges with some hand sanding. We blew away any dust and then we used spray varnish for finish.
Whoosh.
Yeah. Gonna keep it a fairly good distance away.
Like that. Okay. Like that.
Yeah.
Normally I'd do this outside, but it was starting to rain, so we did it inside with the door open and just tried to hold our breath as much as possible, as you don't really want to be breathing in paint fumes. At this point, Ria went to go and get ready for the birthday party that she was going to, for which these coasters needed to be ready for, so I quickly finished up. I mixed up some epoxy, which I'd used to glue on some felt to the bottom of the coasters. This probably isn't the most suitable glue to be using, a spray adhesive would probably be best, but as is often the case, I'm just using what I had, and this worked fine. When you spread epoxy quite thin, it goes tacky really quickly, and then I could place it on the felt and pop a weight on top. After about 10 minutes, the glue was holding well, and I trimmed off the excess with a knife. Then I sprayed on a bit of water and sanded the top of each coaster at 400 grit to denib the finish and make it nice and smooth. I wiped away any dust and then sprayed on a final coat of finish. And spray varnish was the perfect finish to use here because it dries super quick, so the coasters would be ready for Ria to take to the party. And it looks great too. You can see here that the wood grain kind of shimmers in the light. It's really nice.
So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I do regret grouping all of the hexagons together and then sanding them at the disc sander, because that left kind of noticeable imperfections in the shape of the hexagon, and we wanted them to look fairly good. So we did make some minor tweaks off camera just to make the hexagons look like hexagons. This was a quick project. We managed to get it done in an afternoon, probably 3 or 4 hours. What was your favourite part of the project?
I liked cutting it out on the bandsaw.
You liked the bandsaw?
Yeah.
That's good. Not sanding so much then?
No, I didn't like sanding, but I liked that I became more confident with the bandsaw, so I just felt like that was good.
You did a thoroughly good job.
Thanks.
And how was the present received?
He was really, really pleased. So he's either going to put it in his barber shop, because he runs a barber shop, but I think his wife wants to keep them at home. So yeah, not sure what will happen there, but I think she'll probably win.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more weekly woodworking videos, and thanks for watching.
Thanks, bye. Ugh,
What?
soapy water.
Go.
I don't want to talk. Just a hello, today we're going to make some coasters.
Hello.